When you come to Istanbul, the first thing that you think you're going to want to see is the Blue Mosque and the Hagia Sophia. Makes sense, some of the most incredible architecture ever conceived of, certainly the height, the zenith of human creation at the time. However, I'm not waiting in them queues. The queues are so long to get into them. So what I'm going to do today is take us to a few of the smaller, off the beaten track type sites to go see. The first one's not too far, the second one is going to take all day to walk to. But that's the kind of thing I like. So join me as we find some of the hidden gems, history in Istanbul. Well, I've added about half an hour onto the first little trip to the place that's closed because I got so lost. But I think I'm on my way now, so let's try and find this bloody thing. What I like as well is that I'm out of the main bit of the city, right? Walking out to see some of the things that I wouldn't have got to see if I hadn't have gone on a really big jaunt. At first, I thought that little archway that I found was what we were looking for, but it's not. I found it, and it's the massive aqueduct. How awesome! Look at this thing! Look how amazing it is! This is what I really love, because this made everything else possible. Who built the aqueducts? The Romans made everything possible. You know, bringing water to people. Wow, it's so important. And it shows how good they were at doing it, because it's still here. Let's go under it. How many Roman aqueducts do you get to go under in your life? Not many. Well, unless you drive a taxi around here, I suppose, in which case it's every day. There is a sign as well that tells you all about it. So let's see how much of what I said holds up as being true. So it was constructed in the 4th century by Valens, Emperor Valens at the time. It survived an earthquake in 1509, and it's still here. Amazing, love it. It outdates everything that's here by 1,000 years. It's absolutely incredible. They built them here, they built these in Britain. These are everywhere. Just the remnants, the fingerprint of the Romans. Absolutely awesome. So that's the first stop on my off the beaten track tour of Istanbul. The second stop is considerably further away. And don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against like tourist attractions and stuff, but I just really don't want to spend all that time queuing. And I mean, my favourite thing in the world is stuff like those American roadside attractions where it's like the world's worst smell or the biggest chair. Love it. You know, I want to see a dog that can talk or a skeleton of the Jersey Devil. Absolutely. Did you spot Bigfoot? Show me, take me to the exact location. I'll camp out there for a week. Real life goblins, you say? How much? $20? That's what I wanted to pay to see goblins. You read my mind. I love tourist traps. Well, in the 4th century, this was one of the 4 cisterns in Istanbul, Constantinople at the time. That was where they dredged the water up from to send into town. And then it was used for gardens for hundreds of years. And now it's a football pitch, an arena. They've kind of turned it into a hippodrome, which is kind of nice. Just playing the game of football on an ancient monument. I love stuff like that, seeing cisterns and everything, because it's the infrastructure like that that made life here possible. There would be no Istanbul as we know it without this. It's incredible. I have no idea what's going on at this pigeon market. I'm guessing racing pigeons? But they seem to be looking at pigeons, bringing pigeons. Someone's going to say they're not pigeons, they're prize blah-blah-blahs. I don't know, they look like pigeons to me. But yeah, still interesting. This is what I wanted to see. This is why I've travelled all the way up here. These are the walls of Constantinople. It was a very long walk getting here, but I am really happy to see them. I don't know how much you can see because it's dark in here, but this is inside of what would have been a palace in the 1700s that was built into the walls of Constantinople. It's still pretty magnificent, honestly. All the craftsmen they brought were from Nicaea to make all the kilns and craft all the tiles that would have been all over the place. Tiles that would look something like this. Imagine how magnificent it would have been. Wow. And it's cool because tiles like this that have basically a map on showing you what it'd be like are an insight into what it actually looked like at the time. There's another one over here. It shows you what the place would have looked like. Nothing but the hologram remains. Do you ever do that? Touch the walls and imagine all the people that have touched them before you? All the, you know, the thousands and thousands of people who might have had their hands on these walls. I find that fascinating. And we're at the top. Oh wow. This is incredible. Look at this view. I've still got no idea what they are doing down there, but it's hustle and bustle. These walls are the #1 thing I wanted to see in Istanbul. I was so excited to see them because it's such a symbol of what was capable at the time. And they're still here. You can see them going all down there. They would have been double walls at the time. It would have been 2 lots of walls. But wow. The fact that you can come up here and look at them, absolutely incredible. I highly recommend coming over here. Coming to this museum was like $1.50 to get in. And it's nice, it's cool, and there's, you know, it's a nice place to sit down and stuff, but really what I wanted was to get up on these walls, and I saw that this was here. It's worth it for just the view alone, but to be on here with so much history, how amazing. Wow, it's time for popping a bar. So today we have Crown Cola, which I'm going to try. That's up first. I like Coca-Cola. I like anything normally that tastes like cola. But Crown Cola? Who knows? Is it the king? That is roughly identical to Coca-Cola. If you'd served me that and said, hey, here's a Coke, I'd have gone, thank you. And that would have been it. It tastes like Coke when you get it on draft. So maybe a bit more syrupy. Yes, to this drink. But of course, wow, it's definitely sweeter than Coke. Anything I have though, when I've been walking for 2 hours, is gonna taste pretty good, I think. And for my bar, I brought with me something from home because I thought that would be a good idea. So what we're having is a Fry's Turkish Delight. All I remember from Fry's Turkish Delight is that I hate it. That it's disgusting. This is very melted. They're kind of covered in chocolate and it's rose flavoured jelly filling-ish. Oh my god. It tastes exactly like I remember. It's awful. Oh my. This can't be what Turkish Delight tastes like. There has to be better Turkish Delight in Turkey. And I reckon we should find it. Because this ain't it. Oh. But I think I need to hunt for some real Turkish Delight. Not a euphemism. It's really nice up here though. Just back there's the Kadıköy Bridge, which is how you get across the water. And if you just follow the coastline up, you can walk through all these nice parks, and it's just calm and relaxing, just people sat around having picnics by the water, feeling the cool breeze. No tourists up here, which is what I like, but they should do. They should come up here and sit down with people and enjoy just being around here. It's nice, especially getting away from the hustle and bustle and the heat of inside the city. It's lovely now. That has to be one of the most aggressive games of football I've ever seen. Watch out for the guy in the beard, he's fouled about 6 people. Over 45's getting into it. This is what you get when you get off the beaten track. Good old game of football. Very fun. I'm still Fezless. Fezless in Istanbul. Surely I can buy a fez. Come on. Of course I found a fez. Are you crazy? I found one about 6 seconds after I said, I've got to be able to find a fez somewhere. The only thing is that I found in Turkey, people do not like you filming in the stores, which I totally understand. I wanted to get some interactions with some people, but I also want to respect them and make them feel okay. But anyway, let's look at this Turkish Delight and see if the real Turkish Delight is the real deal. I've also got a massive cup of tea because I worked out, I've walked about like 15 to 20 kilometers today. So, I'm feeling it. But this is my reward. A smorgasbord of Turkish Delight. Lokum, I think is what they call it. So, let's try it. I'm not 100% sure which one's what they are, but we'll find out as we go. We'll just wait for this call to prayer to end. At least I'm wearing a fez, I suppose. It feels like the respectful thing to be doing. This isn't the easiest thing to cut with a cardboard knife because it's jelly-y. This first one is pomegranate and pistachio nuts, I think. And like florals, like flowers on the outside of it. I don't know what their flowers are, but they're really tasty. Oh my gosh. It's absolutely fantastic. It's really nice. Wow. Wow, that's so good. This next one is sesame, I believe. That might be one of the best things I've ever eaten in my entire life. This one is straight up pistachio. They are so good. Holy moly. I'm a man who can eat what some have called a suspicious amount of sugar. But I tell you, you can't eat, I mean you couldn't eat this whole thing, but you couldn't eat a whole one. They're incredible. Oh, I'm butchering this one. Oh no. Okay, this one that I've kind of like unwrapped, like a sushi gone awry, is orange on the outside. Yep, that's good. It's not orange. I mean, it's the colour orange, but it's not orange flavour, but wow. Why are we eating the worst Turkish Delight in the world in Britain? Why do we eat that? It's awful. I mean, it wasn't cheap. This whole box cost me 290 lira, which is about, I don't know, almost £15, almost $20. But you wouldn't want any more than this, and it's an amazing present because You could bring it back for like your family and everyone could have a little bit of each. Or you could hide it for yourself and eat it like some type of sugar goblin, which is what I would do. But I don't want to die an early death. This one is saffron all around it, which is I'm nervous about. We'll try it. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. That's how much I've had, and I can't eat anymore. If I had to pick my favourite, this one with the sesame seeds, absolutely. Then this one, the straight up pistachio Turkish Delight. Signing off from another day in Turkey. It's been a good one. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye. I almost forgot I was wearing a fez.